no buses are coming in. Everyone's in an RTI or a skinny. So why are we offering that? I'm not sure that I understand.
Hello, Warren here again with the Peach State Prime channel. We are back at Dollywood. So since my last Dollywood video, it has indeed been 2 weeks. However, the videos, the schedule they came out, it's probably going to see them a lot shorter than that. But as you saw in the beginning, today is the very first Dollywood Run. We are not here for that. But we are able to see kind of I believe what would be the endings of that as we're walking in from the the parking lot. It is a little rainy today. Maybe that'll positively impact the crowds. But it is one of the first couple weekends of the Flower and Food Festival. And I was thinking I was going to mess that up. So we're going to see what all the offerings are there. And then, of course, I'm sure there's food with flour in it. Yeah, hold for applause. Anyways, hope you'll stick around and check out the festival with us. And you can see over there, we have the Run. And then you can see the Run Dollywood banners over there. And I think somebody called ahead and told them I was coming. They have a whole band over here for me. Now, of course, they're here most likely for the Run. They were playing a minute ago. They might have just wrapped up as we're walking up here. Let's see, because they all just stood up. Either they're playing something else or we just missed them.
Or they're gonna sing something.
But this is outside the security gate. Yep, just missed them. All right, so we are in. It is raining a bit more. You can see I look so lovely in my raincoat here. We'll go through the official festival entrance and all that in a little bit. We're gonna make our way up to Wildwood Grove to see if we can get on Big Bear once the weather clears a little bit. And you can see they still have the arrows on the ground from the Run this morning, and these Run Dollywood banners, which are kind of cool.
I don't know if this little journey to fasten the restraint and remain seated upright, facing forward with their back against the seat back. Enjoy your Big Bear Mountain adventure.
And there's your look at Night Flyer Expedition. Yeah, Hidden Hollow Aviation painted on the side now. All right, so Big Bear was great, especially in the rain. I don't think I ever rode a coaster in the rain before, but it was fun with the water hitting you in the face and you know, holding on to your hood. So a lot of fun there. And here's the sign for the Flower and Food Festival. Right in front of the Palace Theater in my hand. And then coming up here, we have the new, what I'll call canopy decoration for this festival, and it's very appropriate for today, which is these umbrellas up here. And if you remember, for the I Will Always Love You festival, this was kind of like a glittery, like pink ribbon. But this is cool with all the umbrellas.
Very convenient.
Okay, so we have these topiaries here. You have, looks like they're carrying something, and what it is actually the material for Dolly's coat of many colors, which is represented in this topiary over here. And if there's one song you'll hear at Dollywood, it's Coat of Many Colors, whether it's instrumental in the park, the regular song in the park, or in one of the shows. And it's starting to play now. But it's very pretty even in the rain here. And then down that way you got the festival shops, and of course they do offer the tasting pass for different limited time festival foods. And this talks about, let's see, how they actually make the topiaries. Told you they were playing Coat of Many Colors. Alright, we actually did get a tasting pass this time. This gets us the ability to try 5 different foods, so we figured we'd try them as a family. And on the back here, it tells you all about, you know, what all's offered, all the unique foods, drinks, and desserts, and their different locations. And of course, you look for that flower symbol shown at the top here on the menu, and you can use the pass on that. So pretty cool. Here's another butterfly topiary. Right outside the Dolly experience. And the edge of my shoe just went in a puddle, so now my foot's all wet. And we have ducks here at Dollywood enjoying the weather today. I think they're big celebrities. There's Dolly's bus over there. It's not currently open. Yeah, lightning rod over there in the distance. Alright, so we redeemed 2 of our scans on our tasting pass. This is sausage with yellow rice, and it looks like we got some salsa, or like pico de gallo in the middle there. This looks really good. And then we also got, which also looks really good, this is hot honey chicken with mac and cheese. So we're all gonna share these. I'll try them, and we'll share our thoughts with you here in just a few seconds. All right, we got some sausage and rice here. Let's see how this is. Very good sausage. Reminds me kind of a mixture between like an Italian sausage and a bratwurst. And rice, also very good. Warren, what'd you think? Landon, how was the hot honey chicken?
Good. I'm not really a fan of spicy stuff, and it wasn't really that bad. So if you don't like spicy, you'll still be fine.
Warren, what do you think? I think I'm gonna try that one too. All right, we got some hot honey chicken mac and cheese here. Has a good flavor to it too. Keep putting my hand in front of the lens. Sorry about that. Very good. I'm a big sausage fan, so I think that one's my favorite out of these two. Very good portions on both, and both are very good. All right, so Warren and Landon decided, since they're already wet, to go ahead and ride Smoky Mountain River Rampage, which is kind of their river raft ride here. It gets you soaked. So we're going to see if we can see them on this thing. Well, here they are. How was it?
What?
Let me go ride Tennessee 28.
Are
you soaked?
Yes.
How about you? Are you soaked?
Yes, and now I want to go ride some roller coaster drawing myself off.
Can we go ride Blazing Fury now?
Would you ride it again?
No.
Depending on the weather.
If it's warmer?
Yeah.
I mean, was it fun?
Yeah.
How about you? Was it fun?
Yes, but I'm not riding it again today.
Well, we got some more topiaries here. Looks like we got some bears. Got mama bear and 3 baby bears. Oh, and one of our baby bears is wanting his picture taken. Got it, Landon. And you got all these other flowers here all around. It's very pretty. You could smell them, especially in this rain. They smell good.
All right, y'all. I know I'm one day early.
And then we got,
It's not right if we just have church for about 5
it's like we got a frog over here and some turtles. This little grove here.
And this is the song that I sing out of the Great Animals. You know what I'm talking about?
That's really cool. Ooh, and another duck swimming for us.
That turtle right there.
That's not a real turtle down there.
No, I know.
And then we got these turtle topiaries over here. Hey there, duck. The Dollywood duck. Loving this rainy weather, huh?
We didn't see them any other days.
And we're behind another turtle topiary. You can just see the rain just dripping off of it there. But again, surrounded by all these flowers for the festival here. It looks like we have this display for the festival here as well, with a Dolly quote and some gardening materials here. It's nice. There's a couple of these we've run across in the park so far. And we got some other flowers that are freshly planted. And then over here, we can see the front of this turtle, the leaky turtle. Almost looks like he's crying. Still very pretty though. And I believe these are new for the festival too, though I could be wrong. These flower beds off of the water flume here. There's the other side of the turtle and the frog. And we got these crazy clocks up here that aren't very helpful in telling the time, but fun nonetheless. So we're here at Miss Lillian's Millhouse Restaurant. No Miss Lillian. For those not aware, she is a walk-around character. Every time I've been here, I've missed her. And probably between the run this morning and the rain right now, she's probably not here today during this time. So we'll catch her one day. We'll find her one day. And then on the flip side, we do have this topiary of a duck here with this the grist mill right behind it where they make the cinnamon bread. But no Miss Lillian. We have the Pugabee Company here with their live bees. Sure, they're not out too much right now with the rain, but you can buy their specialty honeys here. So now we got the pork sliders with the tasting pass. Looks really good. You can see those big pieces of pork there. And then you got these potato chips, which I think, here, let's see. Yeah, I think they're standard chips, but they are, I don't know, they taste pretty good. But we're going to dig in and let you know our thoughts. All right, let's see. That's pretty good. So it is more of a smoked pork, which is good. So it's not really sauce, but it does have pickles and coleslaw on it. So it has a good flavor. Lana, what do you think of the pork slider?
Really good.
Good? Okay, Warren, how about you? Good? Aaron, you gonna share your thoughts? Thumbs up. Okay.
Yeah, that one's hard.
All people of little words. All right, here's our next festival tasting item. This is the Braised Beef Potato. Has a potato, braised beef, cheese. Looks like you got some tomatoes and onions, and is that what, pesto in the middle or on top of the green stuff?
Or maybe a chimichurri.
Or a chimichurri.
I think it's a chimichurri.
Either way, we're gonna try it.
Or avocado.
Okay, when this one on.
All right, here we go. I like that. It's you know, you got the braised beef that's shredded, kind of like pork, but it has a unique flavor. I like it though, and of course it goes great with the potato there. Well, Landon, what did you think?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. You get the beef or just cheese?
Yeah, beef and cheese.
Oh. Warren, what do you think? Pretty good. We're playing pass the potato. I guess a game of hot potato where you eat it instead of getting rid of it.
It's good.
I don't think I even got you on film. What did you think of it?
That it's good.
It's good? Okay. So we got down to where there's a little bit more potato, and we went and got some barbecue sauce and mixed that in, and makes the kind of the plain potato an extra festival treat as well. So you know, this one's kind of a little bit more sizable to share between multiple people. So you know, this one's definitely a good deal for the tasting pass. All right, we are riding a black bear. Riding a black bear in the rain. And yes, the bears are brown, but black bears can be brown. Whoa. Bouncing up and down here. Hi, Aaron. This is kind of a unique ride here back in the Wildwood Grove area. There we go. Oh, it kind of bobs up and down if you can't tell. I look so great in this raincoat. Oh, we've almost caught Aaron. Giddy up there, bear. And of course, Big Bear Mountain surrounding us back here. Be cool if this went throughout the whole Wildwood Grove area, like in between all the coasters and all that, maybe even ducked underground. All right, it looks like we are coming up on the end of our journey. So, how was Dragonflier?
It was good.
You had fun?
Yeah.
The first drop is kind of crazy, but the rest is fine.
Well, that's good. All right, so we're gonna go check out the Heidi, Parton, and Kin show, which from my understanding, Heidi Parton is the niece of Dolly Parton. So I'm sure we're gonna hear some classic Dolly songs and maybe some other hit songs in here. And, you know, if I can show a little bit of it, I will. If not, I'll just give my thoughts afterwards. Okay, so before I give my thoughts on the show we just saw, I just have to say the man I was just filming with the grabber and the Run Dollywood shirt, back up the video if, you know, rewind it if you missed it. That's the park president of Dollywood, and he was out here with a grabber picking up trash. I think that says a lot about his leadership. I mean, everything I've seen and heard about him up until this point has been very positive. And the fact that that picking up trash isn't below him, I think just says an awful lot. But anyway, so thoughts on the Heidi Parton show. So very good. I mean, very talented performers in there. Was about 35 minutes long. You know, content-wise, it's about what you would expect from a you know, a theme park show. If you're familiar with the TV show The Middle, you know, their daughter Sue at one point had come to Dollywood in the story as a performer. It's the type of show I would have pictured her performing in. So you started off with a medley of like classic rock and oldie songs. Then you moved into a medley of Dolly Parton songs. Then you went into a medley of faith and inspirational songs. And then you ended with one of Heidi Parton's songs that she did as a duet with Dolly Parton, who appeared on a screen. So, you know, not a bad way to spend 35 minutes in the air condition, out of the elements. And so if you have the time, you know, not a bad show to see. All right, so we have our fifth and final tasting item. This is the Is this mixed berry or wild berry?
Wild berry cream cheese funnel cake.
Wild berry cream cheese funnel cake, as my wife just informed me. So, as the name suggests, it has some cream cheese drizzled on here. You got some mixed berries and some whipped cream, so, and of course powdered sugar. So it looks pretty good. All right, we got a piece with a little bit of everything on it. So let's see. Actually very good. You know, it's a nice mix of flavors. There's a tartness with the berries, and just the cream cheese is nice, as is the whipped cream and the funnel cake itself. So a very nice springy / summery dessert, or dessert type item, sweet item. So overall thoughts on the tasting pass, I think it's definitely worth it. You know, I believe we paid $40.99 plus tax with our discount as a gold pass holder. Otherwise, it's $45.99.
$44.99.
You know, we actually were able to, you know, try all 5 things, and it was kind of a progressive lunch that we had today, that all 4 of us were able to share and try new things. So I definitely recommend it. Even if you know, if there's 1 or 2 of you that are coming, you can spread that out over the course of, you know, even 1 or 2 meals here. Portions are pretty big. My personal favorite, so, okay, the funnel cake was awesome, but it's kind of hard to mess up a funnel cake, so, but I did like the toppings on it. It was really good, but the most unique thing that I had, for, again, considering we're in a theme park, was that sausage and rice that we had, you know, alongside the mac and cheese earlier today. So that was my favorite, and then of course probably followed by the funnel cake, because that was just great. And but again, everything was good. I really don't have any complaints whatsoever. So if you come during a festival and they offer a tasting pass, I'd give it a shot. You know, if you want something a little bit more unique while you're here. Okay, Landon heard me doing my review, so he wants to share what his favorite thing was.
So my favorite thing was the mac and cheese, because 1, I like everything with cheese in it, and 2, it was unique how it had the hot honey barbecue sauce and chicken. And my second favorite was the funnel cake.
Yep. Sounds good. So we're now waiting for the Forever Country show, which I understand is 80s and 90s country music performances, so this should be interesting. All right, so just finished seeing the country, what was that show called again? Forever Country. Thank you, Aaron. And it was a good show, entertaining. I do think the set list could be improved a bit. You know, when I think of 90s and 80s country, I think of like Achy Breaky Heart, Boot Scoot Boogie, songs like that. And I probably only knew about 2 or 3 of the songs. Now, you know, I am more of a classic rock fan, but you know, I've heard my fair share of country and like some country as well. And you know, a lot of the songs I expected to hear in there were not featured. So I would work a little bit on that set list. But performers are great. You know, and I do want to make one other mention of something. So I know in my previous Dollywood video, I featured sections of the from the Heart show. And that was fine. And I could have filmed both the Heidi Parton show as well as the Forever Country show, but YouTube doesn't seem to like it. It gives me copyright warnings, even though it's a live performance in a theme park. So rather than deal with that, I figured I'd just give my thoughts, and in the future I may film them a little bit more. And it looks like we have another topiary here of a peacock for the Flower and Food Festival. Oak's pretty cool. I like how they attached a beak to this one. All right, so we are going to call it a day here at Dollywood for now. We will be back. Of course, you know, we have gold season passes, so the idea is that, you know, we'll be here at least once during every season or festival or time of year, I guess is the right way to put it. So we'll definitely have more coverage of Dollywood in the future. But as far as today is concerned, you know, we had a lot of good food, saw a lot of beautiful topiaries, got wet by the rain, but and saw some fun shows. So all in all, it was a very fun day here at Dollywood, just like it always is. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, I invite you to give it a like here on YouTube, and of course leave a comment. You know, what was your favorite thing you saw on this video, or just Dollywood in general? Never been to Dollywood and have a question? I'll happy to answer that. Leave that out there as well. Of course, you could subscribe to the Peach State Prime channel for more content like this, you know, future Dollywood content, or just other fun stuff in and around the Atlanta, Georgia area and beyond. Obviously, this is not Georgia. Usually in the South, you know, fun events, you know, like conventions or festivals, theme parks and other attractions, fun places to eat and shop, you know, all that good stuff. Anything that's fun and seems to be would make an entertaining video. Of course, if you do like Transformers, I do have the Peach State Prime Transformers channel for all things Transformers. You could check that out if that applies to you or interests you. Otherwise, want to thank you very much once again for watching this video. Hope you have a great day, and God bless.